one pundit saying Mr. Palladino in New York doesn't comport himself to the role of governor. And another who said Ms. O'Donnell doesn't have the gravitas to be senator. I wonder what they would say about Abraham Lincoln. Too much of a bumpkin, too rough around the edges, too out there to ever get in there. Then I thought about Ronald Reagan, the actor too clueless to be president, who turned out, I think, to be a pretty good president. Then I'm thinking to myself, who's the dunce? And who's just being duped? The ones who comported themselves with the gravitas to sufficiently put this country in the grave and our economy in the tank, or these emerging candidates crazy enough to think, hell if they'll let them keep doing so. Me, my cash is on crazy. I'm going long on crazy. You? More on this on FBN an hour from now.
Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. Tonight, it's time to make a choice, and it's an easy one and a yummy one because it involves dessert. Yes, food on the Glenn Beck program is back. Here it is. Choice number one, it involves pie. Do you want to wait for somebody to tell you how much of a sliver of pie, a day-old crummy pie, you can have? You're a divider. Or do you want to get off your butt, get into the kitchen, learn how to bake the best homemade pie you've ever tasted? I mean, it'll be some work, but success is your reward. Do you want to take it or bake it? Tonight, give me an hour. We have pie. Let me know your decision. Come on, let's go. Oh, yeah. Hello, America. Tonight, we're going to talk about pie. And not because I'm a big fat fatty fatso. You know, I also can get people to run out and get pie for me. And then I can, after the show, just stuff my fat face with it. No. This is science, man. I want to demonstrate a fundamental disagreement that Americans have with many of the leaders in Washington and the globalists like spooky George Soros. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this here in a minute. Remember, I'm a baker, not a divider. It's kind of like a lover, not a fighter, but it has a yummy ending. Well, no, never mind. The administration and the progressives and, quite honestly, the Marxists all see the world's wealth contained in this is it. You just have one pie. The entire world only has one pie. And so they want to make sure that absolutely everybody, Mo, the small businessman, you know, he run the bar downtown, and Mayor Quimby, he's with the government, you know, he's the mayor. And then we have Mr. Burns. He runs the nuclear power plant. Okay, he gets a slice of pie. And then you have Homer, which I heard from Cass Sunstein represents you, the average American person. Dope! And then, of course, Barney, the drunk, who does nothing but drink all day. He also gets a slice of pie. Now, where's Quimby? Quimby actually should have a bigger piece of pie. I'm going to take that one from you. I mean, you know, I know you're Homer and everything, but he should have some more. And who's this? This is Mo, the small business. I hate those business people. I'm going to give it to Mr. Burns. Now, that doesn't seem right because we should maybe probably take it from Mr. Burns because he's the richest guy. But no. He's in with Quimby. Got it? Yummy. Looking good so far, huh? A lot of people in our government now are teaching our children that this is the way our system should be. The rest of us know that the free market system says that we're all bakers. We're all bakers. And we don't have to keep dividing the pie because every time you get a new person in, they're like, oh yeah, well I hate this guy. And this guy, he's got to have his pie over here. And then the next election, and this guy should have his pie over here, and some of this guy's pie should go back over to him. And then this piece goes over here, and then this piece goes over here, but then I take this piece and I put this piece back here. Yummy, isn't it? Instead, I'm on a diet, but this was a mistake. I have to lick it off my fingers. Instead, what the free market system says is, hey, why don't we just bake more pies? Because there's no such thing. It's just one pie. All you have to do is learn how to bake pies. That's it. You're a baker, not a divider. Someone has to stand up and say that. Americans are bakers, not dividers. But see, we've taught everybody that these pies don't even exist. It's only this pie. And some of this science, don't do this at home. It's diet. Who makes whipped cream and then doesn't make it yummy? Ah. All right. The problem is people in our country now are teaching our children that there are no pies. And they are probably teaching that there is crappy whipped cream that doesn't have any fat in it and is better for you. And so our children and a lot of our population, this is all they're looking at. They've forgotten that there is a pie to be made that they can make. And the transition from divider to baker is rough. Because let's face it, a lot of people have gotten comfortable just waiting around for the government piece of pie that they now feel they're entitled to. At what point did we ever think it was self-evident that all men are created equal and they all come with a pie? At what point did God say, you have a slice of pie? No, you have an opportunity to bake a pie.